Okay. Which chapter were we doing?
Comparing quantities.
Note down one question. Is my screen visible to you? Try to solve this question, Aisha. How will you do it, Aisha? How will you do it? Forgot? What will we do first?
Yes, ma'am.
What will we do first?
12 people equals 2 by 4 into 12 by 1. Then we'll cut 2 and make it 1. And then 4, cut 4 and cut 4, 2. And then we'll cut the 2 and make it 1.
Okay, can you show me your notebook?
Ma'am, can you do it because I didn't complete it.
Okay, complete your question writing full statements, okay? With full statements. What will you write first? 4 people were using how many mobiles? 2 mobiles. So number of mobile used by 4 people equals to what? 2, right?
Yeah.
Write these statements like this, okay? Now try to solve it and show me your notebook. Done?
No, ma'am.
Done? Aisha, show me your notebook.
Ma'am, I did not write any statements.
You have not written the statements, why?
Ma'am, I don't know what statements to write.
Okay, let me see your notebook first. Okay, so 6 is your final answer, right? Okay, see, how do we write these statements? What will we write? We write the basic information first, which is given by the question, okay? So what is the basic information which are getting from the question? 2 mobiles were used by 4 people, right? The question is telling us that how many people were using how many mobiles, right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
So can I write it in this way that 2 mobiles were used by 4 people? Or the better statement is what? That 4 people used, a number of mobiles used by 4 people equals to what? 2, right or wrong? Is there any difference except the rearranging of the words? What am I saying? Number of mobiles used by 4 people is equals to 2. Is there any doubt? The same thing question is telling us. Here it is written 2 mobiles were used by 4 people. I have just rearranged the sentence and what am I writing? That number of mobiles used by 4 people are what is equals to 2. Right or wrong, Aisha? You are mute.
Right, ma'am.
Right. So what is the question asking next? How many mobiles will 12 people use? So how can I write this? How can I write this statement in form of this statement?
Total number of mobiles 12 people will use.
Yes. Or number of mobile used by 12 people, right? Equals to how much? Now you can solve your question which you have done in your notebook, right? What? Number of mobiles used by 12 people is equals to what? How will we do? First we'll calculate the number of mobile used by one person, okay? We'll first find what? Number of mobile used by one person. Or cut down this statement. We'll write this later, okay? Cut it down. What will we write? We'll write number of, what is the next statement? What is the next step which we are going to do? We are going to find that how many mobiles were used by one person, right or not?
Right.
So number, how can I write this? Number of mobiles used by what? One person. Is it correct or wrong, Aisha?
Correct, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
One second. So what am I going to write? Number of mobiles used by one person is equals to what, Aisha? How will I calculate that? How many mobiles were used by one person if two mobiles were going to use by 4 people?
2 by 4 into 12 by 1.
For one person, for one person.
Into 1 by 1.
Right. So I am not writing into 1 by 1. I am just writing 2 by 4. Is it fine for you?
Yes, ma'am.
So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 equals to 1 by 2. So what is the answer? That number of mobiles which were used by one person came to be 1 by 2. Right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
Now it is easier for me to calculate that how many mobiles were used by 12 people. So what would be my statement next? Number of mobiles used by 12 people is equals to how much, Aisha?
6.
Right, half multiplied by 6, that is equals, for half multiplied by 12, that is equals to 6, okay? So 6 is my final answer, that 12 people use how many mobiles? 12 people use 6 mobiles, right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
Understood or not?
Understood, ma'am.
Do you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, always write statements in word problems, okay? Which question is this? This is a word problem, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to always write this statement for these type of word problems. Okay, they also have marks. Okay, if you won't write your statement, teacher will deduct your marks. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, note it down.
Amen.
Done.
No, ma'am.
Do it. Done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, I'm giving you next question. Try to solve it. 6 balls cost rupees 90. How much will 10 such balls cost? What is the question saying, Aisha?
6 balls cost 90 rupees.
Right,
90.
right. Then,
How much will 10 such balls cost?
right. What will you do?
Um, 10 balls equals to 6 by 90
Okay, and
into 10 by 1.
okay, right. And what will be the statement you will use?
Um, mm, number of ball, no, cost of 6 balls equals rupees 90.
Right, right. Very nice. Show me it in your notebook. Okay, solve it and tell me the final answer along with the statements.
Mm.
Done?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, the second statement should be uh, cost of one cost of one ball equals
Right, equals to.
to 1 by just 2.
Right, do. Whatever you have written in your first statement, just take it from your equal to below denominator. Whatever is written in the first statement as your left hand side, on your left hand side, just take it to the denominator of the right hand side. What have you written in your notebook at left hand side? Left hand side.
Ma'am, this side, ma'am?
Yes. This side
6.
what? 6. So take this 6 down. This would be the cost of what? This would be the cost of your one ball, right, Aisha?
Yes.
Just take whatever you have written in the left hand side to the denominator of the right hand side. You will get the answer for anything whichever you are finding it for one. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. What happened? Stuck?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Show me your notebook, Aisha.
What, ma'am?
Show me your notebook.
I'm still doing.
Right. Do. Good.
Ma'am, if we
Yes.
put 10, should we write 5 or 2?
What?
If we cut 10, we should write 5, no?
Yes. If you are dividing it by 2. Show me, where are you asking? Aisha, is it 6 by 9 or it was 6 by 90?
Oh, sorry.
Now show. How have you written 5 after cutting 10? You have divided what by what?
Let's do so.
What have you written now?
2.
Why?
Should it be 5 or 2?
Why 5 by 2? If you are cutting 10, then you should have anything in the denominator also with which you are cutting. What is coming as your answer? This 6 by 90 multiplied by 10, right? This was written. Now
Yes.
see, here it is 6 and here it is 90. Is there anything common between these two?
Yes, ma'am.
With which 6 is divisible? With which number is 6 divisible? Okay, does 2 comes in the table of 3? Okay, leave it. Just tell me that does 6 comes in the table of 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, always remember that when you have an even number, okay, is even number divisible by 2?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Is 6 an even number?
Yes, ma'am.
Is 90 an even number?
Yes, ma'am.
So by which number we can cut both these numbers? If the both of these number are an even number, so can I cut them with 3?
Yes, ma'am.
How can I cut an even
No,
number?
ma'am, no.
Right. Can I cut them by 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So first thing which we will see while dividing would be that is the number divisible by 2. So we have seen that yes, 6 and 90 both are divisible by 2. Right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
Okay. So both the numbers are divisible by 2. But for our convenience and to cut short the calculation, we'll use much more higher number. So we have one number that yes, 2 can divide both these numbers, that is 6 and 90. Both these numbers are divisible by 2 because both of them are even. Right or wrong, Aisha?
Right, ma'am.
Okay. So we have one number that 2 can divide them. So now we'll move forward. After 2, what comes? What comes after 2?
After 2, 4.
Does 3 comes after 2?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, 3 comes after 2. So does 6 comes in the table of 3?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
3 into 2.
Right. Will 90 comes in the table of 3? Hide the 0. Hide the 0. Okay. Now, if I hide the 0, what will be left? 9. Does 9 comes in the table of 3?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
3 times.
3 times. So I'm dividing this 9 by 3. Okay. And I'll write down the 0 along with this 3. Okay. That means that if I will multiply 33 times, if I multiply means this. If I multiply 30 times, what will I get? 3 zeros are 0, 3 threes are 9. 3 threes are 0, 3 threes are 9. What comes? 90. So am I right that 90 is divisible by 3, and when we divide it will come to be 30. As when will multiply 30 by 3, we'll get 90. Right or wrong, Aisha?
Right, ma'am.
So what comes after dividing 90 by 30?
3.
And what comes after dividing 90 by 3? 10. Tell.
Ma'am.
30, right? You can tell me the answers by this method also, okay? Tell me the answer by this method. So I divided 90 by 3 and I got 30. So I wrote over here what? 30. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you were telling me that yes, 6 comes in the table of 3. When does 6 comes in the table of 3?
2 times.
Right, 2 times. Can you tell me the answer for this? If I divide 6 by 3, what would I get?
2.
What?
2.
Right. So, is it fine, Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
2 and 30, right? Now tell me one thing, that is 30 and 10 divisible, or they are in multiplication?
10 and 30 is divisible.
10 and 30 is divisible. So does 30 comes in the table of 10?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
10 into 3.
So can I divide 10 by 10 and I'll get 1, and if I divide 30 by 10, I'll get 3. Is it fine, Aisha?
What,
I divided 10 by 10.
Yes, ma'am.
I divided 10 by 10. If I divide 10 by 10, what will I get?
100.
Huh? If I'll divide 10 by 10.
1.
Right, so I wrote it 1. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
And I divided 30 by 10. What did I done? I have divided 30 by 10. What will I get?
3.
So I have written over here what? 3. Is it fine, Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what is the final answer? 2 multiplied by 1. 2 multiplied by 1. Is this 2 and 1 in multiplication or in division?
2 and 1 are in multiplication.
So 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, right or wrong? Right. And what is your this? 3 is left alone? 3 by 2?
2/3.
2/3. Okay, the answer is 2/3, but it's wrong. Okay, you have two incorrect statements. Let me show you. The way which you have done, as per your calculation, this is fine, but you have done it in a wrong way. Okay, Aisha?
Okay.
Just tell me one thing now, that if I gave you 6 balls cost rupees 90, right?
Mhm.
Right? So what will you write? 6 cost of 6 balls is equals to what, Aisha?
Cost of 6 balls equals 90 rupees.
90 rupees. So cost of one ball is equals to what? Whatever I ask you, that whatever is in your left hand side, just take it to the denominator of the right hand side. I asked you that or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So this would be 90/6. Why have you written 6/90?
Sorry.
Okay. If I ask you that uh, 2 chocolates comes for what? 10 rupees. Okay, you visited a shop, and for 2 chocolates the shopkeeper asked you to give 10 rupees. How much will you pay him for one chocolate? How much will you pay him for one chocolate?
5 rupees.
Right, what have you done? 10 was the cost of 2 chocolates, but we want one chocolate. So what we have done? We have divided this portion with the same number, this portion with the same number. Or we will take this to your RHS, the cost is by 2, the cost is what? 5 rupees. Is it fine, Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
So what will you do? So what we have done, the cost of 6 balls were 90. So the cost of one ball was 90/6. As in the case of chocolate, we took the number of chocolate in the denominators of the cost, right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
So in this case also, we'll take the number to the denominator. We'll keep the cost as it is, whereas we'll take the number of balls to the denominator of the cost. Is it fine to you or not?
Fine.
Fine?
No.
Okay. Now complete this question. Complete the given question.
And I should do cost of one ball is 90/6. No?
What do you want to find out? What is the question saying?
Cost of rupees 90. 6 balls cost 90 rupees. How much will 10 such balls cost?
Okay, so to find out the cost of 10 such balls, what will we find first? That how much is the cost for one ball, right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
After that, what will you do? When you will find out that this is the cost of one ball, you will multiply that cost by 10. And that will be your cost of 10 balls, right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
Now try to complete the question. Solve it now. And tell me the final answer, that how much are you getting after multiplying it with 10. Okay. Tell me the
Yes.
final answer, that how much does the cost is for 10 balls. Done?
No.
Stuck?
And for cost of one ball, is it 3 by 2?
Which number have you chosen for division?
90 by 6.
Right, what are you dividing them with?
For 6 is 6. We cut 6 and then we get 2.
By which number are you dividing 6 so that you are getting 2?
3.
Right. And what about 90?
And 90, we cut 90 and we get 30.
When will we get 30? What
10.
am I dividing with? By what number I'm dividing this 90? You will choose the same number, okay? If you are dividing 6 by 3, then you will divide 90 by 3. Is it clear? Whichever number you are deciding to cut them, to divide them, you have to do with the same number in the numerator as well as in the denominator, okay? If you have choose that I will divide 6 by 3, if I will divide 6 by 3, what will we do with 90 also? We'll divide 90 by 3. Okay, I cannot do that. I'll divide 6 by 3 and 90 by 2. Okay, I'll choose the same number for both the numbers. Okay. So if I'm dividing 6 by 3, what will I divide 90 with? 3. So if I'll divide 90 by 3, what will I get?
Divide 90 by 3. 30.
Sure. Okay, cut both the numbers and write them. Cut both the numbers. Cut 6 and write 2. Cut 90 and write 30.
I cut 90 and I wrote 30.
You wrote 30. And what about 6? Have you wrote 2? Okay, now what numbers are left? 30 and 2, right? Is 30 an even number?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it divisible by 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what would be the answer if I divide 30 by 2? You can even use this method. You can use this method to divide.
15.
Whatever is convenient to you, you can use. Just tell me that how much will you get after dividing 30 by 2. Okay, Aisha? How much are you getting after dividing 30 by 2, Aisha?
15.
Yes. So I divided 30 by 3 and I got 30. I divided 6 by 3 and I got 2. Since 30 is an even number, we can divide it by 2. 2 ones are 2 and 2 15s are 30. So what I got 15, right? So what is 15? Cost of 10 balls or cost of 1 ball?
Cost of 1 ball.
Cost of 1 ball, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what we have to find? What do we have to find? What was the question asking you to do?
We have to find 10 balls.
Yes, what do we have to find out? Cost of 10 balls. What will we do? If one chocolate costs you ₹5, how much cost will it have for 5 chocolates? One chocolate, ₹5. 5 chocolates, how much?
Could you please tell again what it is?
One chocolate, ₹5. You bought one chocolate for 5 rupees. How many? Okay, how much money will you give to the shopkeeper for 2 chocolates? One
10.
chocolate, 5. What have you done? You have just multiplied the cost with the number of chocolates, right or wrong? One chocolate was for 5 rupees, right? Right, Aisha? Two
Yes, ma'am.
chocolates for what? You have multiplied this 5 with this number of chocolate 2 and it gave you 10 rupees. Right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
So if one ball is costing you rupees 15, how much cost will you give it for 10 balls?
What, ma'am?
If one ball is costing you rupees 15, what would be the cost of 10 balls? What will you do? You gave me this answer, right? That 1 rupee, 1 chocolate, 5 rupees, 2 chocolate, 10 rupees. What have we done? We are just multiplying the cost with the number of items. One chocolate was costing you rupees 5, 2 chocolates costed you rupees 10. Why? We multiplied the cost. We multiplied the cost with the number of items. With the number of items. We will multiply the cost of one ball with how much? 10. Why? Because the question is asking us. Multiply the cost with number of items. Multiply cost with number of items. Cost is 15. Item is 10. What will you do?
10 into 15.
Right, 10 into 15. 10 why? Because number of balls, 10 balls. It was asking us for 10 balls. Why 15? Because 15 is the cost of one ball. Right or wrong, Aisha? Whatever the answer is your cost of 10 balls.
150 rupees.
Right, 150 rupees. Got it or not?
Got it, ma'am.
Noted down the question or not?
Noted, ma'am.
Noted? Okay, try to solve another question. 2 chocolates cost you rupees 10. How much will it cost for 10 chocolates? 2 chocolates cost you rupees 10. How much will it cost for 10 chocolates? Sorry?
50 rupees.
Right. Sure.
I did not do it. I just did it in my mind.
Okay, very nice. Try to write the complete statements and try to solve the question, okay? Done?
No, ma'am.
Sure.
No, I'm not done.
Let me see your notebook. Okay, do. Do, Aisha. Done?
No, ma'am.
Where have you reached?
The cost of one chocolate.
Do. How much is the cost for one chocolate, Aisha?
5 rupees.
You have written it?
Yes, ma'am. 10 by 2. I'm multiplying with 2.
10 by 2 multiplying by 2, why?
Ma'am, 10 by 2. So
Right.
2 into 2 is 1.
Right.
And 10 into 2 is 5. So the answer is rupees.
You have written 10 by 2, okay. 2 into 2 is 5, how? And 10 into 2 is 10, how? 5, what
No,
are you saying?
No, 10 divided by 2 is
Right. Now, where have you reached in your question? What were you writing?
now I'm doing cost of 10 chocolates.
Do. Try to complete your question fast. I have next class.
Okay.
Do it fast.
Done, ma'am.
Show. Very nice. Understood? Do you have any doubt? Do you want to ask anything, Aisha?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then you can leave the class. Okay, bye.
And
Leave. Good evening, Sopan. Am I audible to you? Good evening, Sopan. Am I audible to you?
yes,
Have you tried any question?
I did exercise 2 till 9 question.
You have completed exercise 2 with by 9 questions. Exercise 2.1 or exercise 2.2, Sopan? Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible to you? Unmute yourself. Okay, so you have tried exercise 2.1 or exercise 2.2?
1.
2.1. Faced any difficulty?
Actually, the 8th one. 8th question.
What was the question?
Let me.
What?
The question is 1.6
1.6.
equal to y by 1.5.
This was the question.
Yes, 1.5. Y by 1.
What will we do? What will we do, Saman?
I think we need to like make 1.6 into 1.5 or something.
Right, exactly. Can you tell me that in the denominator of 1.6, what is there?
1.
Right, 1. So whenever there is this sort of expression, what will we do? We'll just cross multiply. Okay.
Yes.
Why have we cross multiply? Since we know that whenever we'll take the numbers from the position of one equality to another position of equality, the signs will change. Right, Suman?
Yes.
So this 1.6 will multiply since this 1.5 will go is in the division form here, so it will go towards multiplication form. When it will change go from RHS to LHS, what will happen? It will change its sign. Since here it is present as a division form, when it will go towards other side, what will it happen? What will happen to it? The division sign will automatically will change into a multiplication form. Right or wrong?
Yes.
So this one, what about this one? This one is present as in a denominator form, in a division form. Whenever it will go towards another side, it will change its sign to multiplication form. Right or wrong?
Yes.
So what will happen? Since there is no sign over here, there is no sign over here, simply without talking, we do what? We just cross multiply. This number will get multiplied by this and this number will get multiplied by this. What will we get? We'll get 1.6 multiplied by 1.5, whereas y multiplied by 1, right? Whatever multiplied by 1 comes itself only. So if I'll multiply y by 1, what will I get? Y. And 1.6 multiplied by 1.5 is what?
I have to only do.
Do.
It's 2.440.
Right.
The answer is 2.
Fine.
Yeah.
Any doubt?
No.
Any other question?
Then did that more 4 questions are left.
What?
And now more 3% more left.
3 questions are left. You were
Yeah.
facing any difficulty or you left them?